What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I am your host, Simon, here, as always, with my co-hosts, Josh/Jeff and John Luke. And today we are joined by a special guest. We've got Nate Polvote. He's a columnist, podcaster, and senior digital media editor over at IBT Media. That is In Between Media. Excuse me. Sorry, man. These hiccups are killing me.
Every day.
I got to stop drinking so much kombucha. Nate is the man. He's always putting out quality content across multiple sports. So if you guys don't follow him already, make sure you do that. But Nate, excellent follow. Nate, how are you doing?
Thank you. I'm great, man. Glad to be here. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this with you guys for a while. So here we go.
Oh, yeah.
We're excited to have you on. And I have not competed in pole perception in a couple weeks. I am making my debut back into the game today to take you on. I heard you were coming on. Couldn't pass up this opportunity to try to get a win. So JL is going to be leading pole perception today. Josh and I will be playing against you. So JL, he loves a big sampling size. So you're going to get lots of polls with lots of votes today.
Love it.
What's up, D Coop? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. And what is up, NBA? How's it going? Beautiful folks of FYF. I'm sure he means you're beautiful too, Nate.
It's been a while since D Coop.
Dude, I feel pretty today. So
you look pretty today. I don't know if it's the hat or the background, but man. What's up, Jay? He said, "What's up, Front Yard fam?" He's adapted.
What's up, Jay?
Good man.
I like it.
Good man.
And Jordan said, "Man, I love the Yankees. Can't kick me here, Nate."
Oh,
but NBA is a Sox fan with you, so you got an additional Sox fan.
All right,
Jay's excited to see you here. NBA says Braun buying Sox. Stoke, is that something that's going on?
He bought into the ownership group that owns the Red Sox with John Henry and all those guys. So yeah, kind of.
Cool. I don't follow baseball at all. I did not know that. That's kind of cool.
Well, I think the whole thing is he wants like an NBA franchise, but he's getting in there somehow. He can't do it yet while he's still a player, but eventually I think he's going to be an NBA owner.
What's up,
Erica? Give it back.
Elke's not letting this die.
I mean, it's hilarious. I still haven't gotten it back, so you guys aren't doing a good enough job out there.
Nate, are you aware of this? What this is about?
I am not.
So LQ was giving out massage guns on Twitter not too long ago. Like, hey, who wants a free massage gun? Was just sending them to people, right? And so Josh started talking about how he gave one to his ex-girlfriend. But she never uses it, so he wants it back, and it got out of hand in the stream of me. Like Erica became like the villain.
Josh directly addressed her and was like, "Give it back, Erica."
Well, you know what? Now I agree, Erica. Give it back. If you're not going to use it, it's just rude.
That's what I'm saying. Like she never used it, even when like I was still dating her. I was like, "Come on, please, can I have it?
Can I just have it?"
So I want it back.
But Jordan's pulling. She does follow me, so this I'm just waiting for the day she clicks into the stream. She's like, "Why the hell does that say Erica? Give it back."
I mean, especially what about whenever she's walking around Baltimore, she sees someone wearing a T-shirt that says Erica.
LQ comes to Baltimore. # Erica give it back.
Oh God,
dude. I'll buy one of those shirts.
We're getting it everywhere.
Jordan's cheering the FYF guys on today. Sorry, Nate. He's pulling for us. And Anthony says his poll perception on Tuesday. My week is totally effed up now. Yeah, we're moving horse to Wednesday this week. Poll perception today.
So do we have a schedule? I mean, I guess mock draft Monday. Then
mock draft Monday.
One Friday.
Jimmy says happy Monday, fellas. What's up, Jimmy? Welcome in. This is my cousin, just in case you guys didn't know. Jimmy's the man. And Jay wants you to take down that awful flag as well.
Yeah, it's not happening. Jay, Yankees suck.
I'm an Orioles fan if I were a baseball fan, so I don't really like either of you guys.
That's
but
fair.
It's the Orioles. So what am I really rooting for, right?
Orioles, we're terrible.
Yeah, whatever.
Anything can happen. Anything could happen.
And Baltimore Colts, we don't exist anymore.
That's awesome. I love that.
My other cousin coming in here with Roll Tide. I don't know why.
Get
probably just rubbing some of it in my face, but that's all good. Gary says FYF and Nate together. He's hyped about it. Welcome,
that's right,
Nate.
buddy.
We're actually team Roll Tide this now because we hate OSU.
I will be
banded together. So Roll Tide until next year.
I used to live with a bunch of former LSU students, and I am kind of an LSU fan. No, they're pretty awesome.
I can't really
yeah.
Hey, they were my roommates, so
I've had no issues with LSU fans in my experiences with them. Though they were rabid the one game, the Peach Bowl in Atlanta one time. Clemson won on with 1 second left. Les Miles did some boneheaded nonsense to lose that game for them. And I was not scared, but I did not want to be near them anymore. Know what I mean? Like they were not happy. Like that. I knew they weren't going to hurt me, but I wanted to remove myself from that situation.
Oh man, when LSU lost,
going to my mother's,
ugly in our house. Ugly.
It was bad. NBA wants to know what grade we would give the Giants, Jets, and Jags this offseason as of right now. Any of those stand out to you as the best? How about we rank them instead of giving them each a grade? Who's had the best offseason so far of those three?
I mean, the Jags haven't really had to do much.
Yeah.
They signed. I don't love Marvin Jones. Yeah. But I don't love that. It doesn't make sense. You've already got 3 really good receivers. Why are you signing an aging wide receiver that didn't do anything really in Detroit?
Yeah,
that didn't make sense to me. I think the Giants, though, getting Galladay and they made some good defensive moves. I'd probably say they've won it so far.
Dory Jackson, that's a pretty big one.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah,
Kyle Rudolph.
So is it
Kyle Rudolph?
Is it consensus that Patriots have one free agency?
For right now, yeah, I think so.
Like even though obviously they made all the big splashes, but does that necessarily mean they're all good moves? Do you, in your guys' opinion?
I mean, if the splash is the amount of money they spent, I don't think any of the names were big splashes, though, for the most part, on offense. They paid a tight end. Yeah, you're right. They got Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. I was thinking about the receivers, though. It seems like they paid quite a bit for the receivers that weren't at the top of anybody's list. But I do think it'll be good for that offense if Cam Newton can actually throw the ball this next year, which I'm hoping this was some COVID recovery and learning the complicated Patriots playbook, but.
And having N'Keal Harry as one of your starting receivers doesn't help either.
Man, that one still hurts my feelings. That he just never panned out.
I was really, when they took him in the first round, I was like, all right. I mean, Belichick's a smart dude. This is it. I was really high on him. And man, is he the worst route runner you've ever seen?
He's been very poor. He's been very, very poor.
I've seen JL run some routes playing flag football, so he's the second worst route runner I've ever seen. But he's up there. D-Coop says Cam's going to be the backup.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Who would they get though? Would be my question.
It would be someone in the first round. That's the only way I can really see it happening.
Yeah,
I think it's. I doubt they're getting Russell Wilson. No, that would be amazing for them.
Dude, that deal they turned down from the Bears. I don't think anybody's getting Russ, dude.
Yeah.
I just can't. That was a haul, and they didn't take it.
The Bears were trying to give them everything.
Everything.
Taylor says, do I even need to say it? Taylor comes in and he likes to harass our guests, so I'll fill in his message for him. It says, I'm just here to harass Nate. That's what the message would have said.
Taylor, go eat some carrots.
I don't know why I like that so much.
Wait, I was gonna say this is the one I could think of, them maybe trying to do, but I don't think that the Texans are gonna try and trade him now. I think.
Oh, Deshaun's done. He's done. He never plays another snap in the NFL. I'm calling it right now.
That's a fine prediction. We don't know enough information yet. And I think if the Texans traded him right now, like any team, it would just look really bad. So I think they're probably not gonna trade, at least until all this gets cleared up.
Hey, we kind of helped out someone with the trade yesterday. I'm guessing you would feel okay about this. Someone came in here and said, should I trade Deshaun Watson in a Superflex league for Saquon Barkley?
That prediction, you better be.
Yeah, with that kind of prediction, you're doing that trade, I'm assuming, right, Nate?
Oh yeah, no, I don't have him anywhere rostered, but if I did, I'd be looking to sell.
Yeah,
for anything I could get for it.
Yeah, he just did that trade. He came into the chat later. He's like, just did the trade. We're good to go. So he's pretty happy about it. I'm happy about it. More trades, the merrier.
Yeah, absolutely.
More trades, the merrier.
Trade. It's trade season.
What's up, Sully? Welcome in. He says, good afternoon, gentlemen. And he says Taylor needs some new material. He needs a new line.
Hey, now. He's a rock star.
I just want to say I really do love Taylor, one of my favorite people on the planet. Love the guy.
Oh yeah,
we really appreciate him coming in and harassing our guests. Honestly, it makes it every time we got someone on. I look forward to Taylor's.
A man of few words, but they really mean something here.
They're consistent. Always gives us something at the beginning. Guys, before we dive into poll perception, there was one piece of like free agency news that happened in the past week that we didn't really talk about that I think we should talk about a bit. Jay letting us know that Nate's a fellow member of Club Visca.
I am.
And Taylor's saying he's consistent, Sully. Come on. He doesn't need new material. It's the same one over and over. What's up, Z2? Welcome in. We were just to talk about a really exciting signing, and that is, excuse
Your
me.
burp.
Man, I'm telling you, it's a freaking kombucha.
Your butcher.
It's Philip Lindsay to the Houston Texans being added to that backfield. We haven't talked much about it. We talked about the Mark Ingram signing down there, but we did not talk about what the addition of Philip Lindsay does to the running backs in that backfield. Nate's reaction says a lot right there. Nate, you want to expand on that sigh of despair?
So I live in a suburb of Denver. I grew up in a suburb of Denver. I am a big Broncos fan, like diehard. And Philip Lindsay's like the hometown boy. I mean, he just moved out of his mom's basement like a year or less ago. For real. Like, I remember when he played high school ball and he was blown up and getting all sorts of like national accolades and stuff. Huh. And like, I was so excited to see him here. And I'm just so bummed. That's such a bad situation for him. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
So, I'm with you. It sucks for Philip Lindsay. I feel like he's getting shortchanged a lot, but I mean, I'm like thinking of like other possible spots for him to land. Like, I know Denver got rid of him. They got rid of the tender that they put on him. Mm-hmm. So they really just did not want anything to do with him at this point. So I'm like thinking of like where he could land and where he could find a starting role. And it seems like it could be with the Texans. I
was hoping for Atlanta. Like, that's where I wanted Philip Lindsay.
I would have liked him in Atlanta. I would have preferred he went to the Chiefs or something. Like anywhere but Houston. Anywhere but Houston for me.
Yeah, it's a dumpster fire there, right?
It's a dumpster fire. Yep.
But these two other running backs at least are 29 years old. Maybe this is their last year ever. Both of them, Mark Ingram, David Johnson. Who knows? I mean, like, I could see this being the last year for both of them, and so maybe there's some hope. Just a little
Feels
bit.
Like they're biding their time, just like trying to fill out the roster because they just know next year's not going to be good.
Exactly, and I guess that's where I come from. Like, I know he doesn't have a chance to win there.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Z2 is bringing up the running back that did end up signing with the Atlanta Falcons, Mike Davis. How do you guys feel about Mike Davis in Atlanta? Do you think he's the starter there? Takes over? He's the de facto starter?
I think he's the de facto starter. I think they'll probably sign someone else, but it's not a bad landing spot.
No, I love it. I think it's a great spot for him. I got him in the 24th round of a startup recently.
Whew. Yeah, that's pretty hot. That gets me a little hot and bothered.
Yeah, me too.
Grabbing a running back that you could actually start week in, week out. It sounds like in the 24th round of a dynasty startup. That's some weaglening is what I was going to say.
I would agree. I would agree. I hope I win. That would be great.
Oh, that's weird.
Winning is fun.
Gary's answering NBA's question. $2.25 million for Lindsay next season. So a very reasonable deal. That's not like
I think it's 3.2.
Is it 3.2?
I think so. Yeah.
We'll have to fact check
for next season.
That might be with bonuses and stuff. So you might be right. 2.25.
Cool.
It's base salary.
Okay, guys, if you are ready, I say we get started playing some poll perception. JL, you are running away with it. Before I give you the reins, though, I'm going to explain the rules. I know Josh always forgets the rules, so we need to run through it with him.
Help me out.
How this game's going to work, Josh, is JL found a bunch of polls online that we're going to have to guess the results to. How this is going to work is he will propose a poll to you. He'll give you the league details, like Dynasty, Superflex, whatever it is. And then he will propose side A and side B. How many times can I say propose when describing the rules? So he'll tell you side A and side B of that trade. You'll have to guess what percentage of the people chose side A. Then Nate and I will guess whether the actual answer is over or under your guess. You'll get points if you're close to the right answer. The closer you are, the more points you get. Nate and I will get points for correctly predicting the over-under. We will do 6 rounds like that, each of us going twice, given the number. And then in the 7th round, all of us will guess a number. And then whoever's closest gets 5 points, unless you nail it right on the head, and then you'll get 10 to end the game. So usually it all comes down to the last question anyways. We'll see how this goes.
Now I get it. I get it now.
Jay wants to know if I remembered to tell Nate to bring pen and paper, and I
thought
did
about
not.
saying that.
Well, Nate, you're muted.
He's got it ready. You can tell.
Write it on your pen and paper.
Give me 2 Give me 2 seconds. I just need to go over to my other desk and I'll be ready.
Okay.
Right.
It's my weekly tradition. I just forget to tell everyone to bring
man of many means.
Fancy man.
Got desks all over his house.
But yeah, real fast to Mike Davis. I'm excited for Mike Davis. Like it was already said, I personally expect the Falcons to draft a rookie. So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
But if they don't, love Mike Davis.
Yeah.
We got the Sports Me team in here. I bet that's Robbie from his Periscope account. How's it going, Robbie? And he's letting us know 7. That's 7. His guess. Yep. I think for every single poll.
Me too.
I just 7 is. He was just letting us know with a number.
No, I think that's his guess for every poll. He's just going.
I'm right there with him.
Munder Devlin says mega desk.
Mega desk.
It's not mega, Scott. It's medium.
It's mega if you're really little. Guys, before we get going, I wanted to remind you guys, if you enjoy watching our games, our mock drafts, go subscribe to us on YouTube at Front Yard Fantasy. It means a lot to us, helps us out a ton, and you can make sure you never miss another one of our streams or videos again. That's at Front Yard Fantasy on YouTube and on Twitch. JL, if you're ready, what is the order that we are going in today?
The order that we're going in today. Simon 8 Jeff. Kind of sounded like it said Simon 8 Jeff.
I thought you said Simon 8 Jeff. I literally thought you said that.
That's accurate.
Robbie says that was not me actually from that account that time. Oh, we got double Sports Me repping in here.
Hey now.
Not double.
Wait. Watch out.
What's up, Clove? He says, let's go.
Let's go.
And Spicy wants to know how's it going today. It's going pretty well, Spicy.
So spicy
McNugget.
Let's go.
We got Gen 8 Jack.
I mean, it's what it kind of looks like. Thanks.
We're starting the thing.
Thanks, Scott.
Okay, so I'm up first, and then what that means is, Nate, you'll guess the over-under first whenever I guess my answer, and Josh. So we basically just go in a circle, and we'll keep doing that all the way around, and just skip JL because he's the boss.
Got it.
Sounds good.
Right.
NBA, bring this up. Do you guys want to talk about Josh Reynolds a little bit before we go in? Josh Reynolds signed with the Tennessee Titans. NBA says he's going to be top 24 next season. Honestly, I don't necessarily believe top 24, but I think this was about as good of a landing spot as Josh Reynolds could have asked for to be fantasy relevant next year.
They need a wide receiver too.
There's like 100 plus vacated targets between Jonnu and Corey Davis leaving. And here comes Josh Reynolds to step into that role. And he has found success in the past whenever he's been given the opportunity. So I think it's an interesting signing. I'm not like vaulting him up to a top 24 wide receiver though.
No, I don't think so. And we don't even know if they're not gonna, if they don't sign someone in the draft.
It's a bold take. I like it, NBA. I like it. But not gonna make that call myself.
Yeah.
Anthony likes your shirt, Josh.
Yeah,
the Pink Floyd.
Shirt. Let's go.
It's a pretty sweet shirt.
I thought you were pointing to your Pink Floyd when they asked about Josh Reynolds. I was like, why are you pointing to Pink Floyd?
He was Pink Floyd. Don't you know?
I didn't know that. Kind of makes sense.
I will say I've been a fan of Josh Reynolds in the past. I kind of thought he was going to have a decent year last year. A decent year, not top 24 or anything. But maybe he pans out well. I just don't see like the deep threat that Josh Reynolds is like becoming a really serious week-to-week weapon for Tennessee. I don't know.
You ready, John Luke?
I'm ready. All right, Simon.
Give me my poll. I'm nailing it right on the head to start it off. You guys are going to go down 10-0 to begin.
Round 1.
Boom.
Simon, who would you prefer in Dynasty? Cooper Kupp, Kenny Galladay, Juju Smith-Schuster, or Tyler Boyd? What percentage of the public chose Cooper Kupp in this poll?
You really going to give me a 4-choice poll to start off here instead of a
4 choices? That's easier. That's easier to answer.
This is nonsense baloney. How many votes, John Luke?
There was 1,776. The year our country did something. I don't remember what.
And when was it posted?
1776.
1776. March 20th.
Okay.
Wait, was Kenny? Yeah.
This is tough. I guess I'm going to start. That's enough sampling size for me. I'm going to start like under the assumption that all of them are at 25%, then adjust up or down accordingly. I don't think Cooper Kupp is the top option here. I think most people, man, that's tough right now. I guess with Juju resigning in Pittsburgh, Galladay signing with the Giants. So this is pre-Giant signing or post-Giant signing? When did he sign with the Giants?
I think it's post the 20th, right? You said
it was recent.
No, the polls from the 20th though, so that's 3 days ago. Yeah, I don't know. That's close.
I think it was right after. It's probably right after the signing.
Sully says Simon is the last guy that should complain about the polls. LOL. I'm going to say Cooper Kupp 14%. Between 14%. These four options. I'm saying 14%. Maybe I'm overcompensating for there being four choices, but that's where I'm going to go with this one.
All right, Mr. Nate, you think that the actual percentage that chose Cooper Kupp in this poll was over or under? You said 13 or 14?
14. 1-4.
I'm going over on this one.
Going over.
I'm going over.
Joshua.
Yeah, I'm also going to have to take the over. I think in a dynasty, I could see Juju and Kenny Galladay both being above that. But I think it was a good guess, Simon, but I'll take the over. I'm thinking more like 18%.
All right. So the actual
Give me
percentage
the good news
that chose Cooper Kupp as the wide receiver that they would rather have in dynasty when compared to Kenny Galladay, Juju Smith, and Tyler Boyd is 17%.
Oh, I'll take it. That was pretty good.
We're all happy there.
Points across the board.
Jay Felicio in the chat getting it exactly right. G-Man J nailing it with 17%. Anthony said 23. And Jay said 1776 is the year our country invented Funyuns. For those of you wondering what that year was. Okay. Clove guessing 27%. Z2 guessing 23. And Sully guessed 32.
But Jay nailed it.
Yeah, Jay nailed it. Coming in with the boom.
Should have been on the show today.
Look at Jay go.
How many points do I get, JL?
I believe 5, right? Within 3 points, you get 5.
Or within 5. Within 5 points, you get 5. Within 10, you get 3. Within 15, you get 1.
Perfect. Good job, guys.
That was like the first scoring system we ever made, and we've never changed it.
It's worked fairly well.
You don't mess with perfection.
Jay asks, what does he win? We will now sing to you on your birthday on live stream. So congratulations, you've won. And Nate has to do it too.
One of those prizes you have to pay for.
Okay. So 5-2-2.
5-2-2.
Not bad.
All right. I guess it's still round 1, but it is Nate's question, right? Are you ready, Nate?
I'm ready.
All right. Your question, my friend. In a super flex tight end premium league, your QBs are Mahomes and Herbert. Which side would you rather have? Side A, the 101, or side B, the 103 plus the 105? What percentage of the public chose the side A, the 101?
Interesting.
Out of the public chat, by the way, everyone on here, here on the stage.
Stage. What are we on?
Why? They're all just guessing too. It's not like they know the.
They might know the answer. You don't know.
I mean, if people are smart, it should be 0%. But people, I'm gonna go 7%.
7%.
Wow. So you really did not leave a lot of room there for me to go under, did you?
I didn't. But, realistically, I look at this like, why would you want that 101? Because I'd trade it for the 103 and the 105.
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
No, especially if you have Mahomes and Herbert, right?
Yes, exactly. With that stack. Yeah.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence is super valuable. And even if you do end up drafting him at the 101, you could probably flip him for a lot. But I mean, 103 and 105, that's some value right there. So exactly. I do think that's the better side of this trade. I'm going to have to take the over, though. I just have to, I feel like.
Yeah. With a guess of 7.
You took the over?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. With a guess of 7%. Well, I don't think you're wrong. I just can't take the under. That would be really calling my shot if I thought that. And I think enough people are going to be enamored with Trevor Lawrence. Maybe they don't even look at the full context of the poll. They're just like, would you rather have Trevor Lawrence or the 103 and the 105? I'm gonna say enough people ignored the context and just took side A that it's going to be over.
Interesting thinking.
All right. Well, the actual percentage that shows the 101 over the 103 and 105 in the Superflex Tight End Premium League is exactly 25%.
Oh, exactly 25. That was much higher than I thought.
All right, yeah.
Way higher.
Okay.
So
who's that?
Wow.
I mean, you're
Nate,
getting
you were
either-
18% off. So unfortunately, no points for you this round, my friend.
Well then,
Of course,
You're getting
Jeff
some
and Simon,
talent
you got
with
2.
the 103 and 105. You're getting some talent.
And
Maybe Najee. Man, you might be able to walk away with Najee and Jamar Chase with their
Right.
pick.
Or Pitts in
Or
a tight end
Pitts. I was-
premium.
Oh,
Yeah. Pitts will probably
Although-
103. Yeah, right in that range.
Superflex, I do like to have, 3 solid QBs. I don't know that you need like 3 superstars.
right?
that
You're
you
right,
have
you're
here,
right. You're right.
but I would
Unless
still
it's
take
super flex, you can start
Oh.
3 quarterbacks.
Trace
And-
QB.
Anthony gets 22%.
Pretty
Munder
good.
Difflin came in at
25% of people
7
are wrong.
as well.
Wow.
Clove said 30%. Jay said 8. Z2 said 11.
See,
Sully
people
said
were in
9.
your range.
All over the
You were
board.
in your range, but it was mostly like right around you. So I think that was a
Right.
good,
I
There's-
felt good. I still feel good about it,
me too.
even though I was completely wrong.
25%. So whatever 25% of 2,232 is, those amount of people are wrong.
Nice.
Nate, I don't know what the record is, but I know we've had multiple polls where people have been off by like 35+%. I'm not sure if we've ever had one in the 40s, but I know we've had
I'm
multiple.
sure I've
in
been
the
off
30s.
by that much.
Well, let me see if I can do it today. I love
Sully
setting
says
records.
Nate got hosed. Jail's rigging the game.
Yeah.
Collusion.
To bring in guests and humiliate them.
That's our whole like premise.
Our
That's what we're
business
trying to do,
model. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good formula for a show, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, I guess that's
We're
Well,
just
now
very
I'm-
good at humiliating ourselves or really bad at our strategy. I don't know. One of the two. All right. So the updated score, Simon, you're in the lead, 7 points. Jeff, you got 4. Nate, you got 2. I'll come back to work. I've got
Plenty
I'll
of
come
time.
back to work.
Oh, I'm not worried. I just don't like it for now.
You're going down.
I'm just mad
You're going
about it.
down.
All right, Jeff, you ready?
Yes. Let's
All right,
hit
my
it on
friend.
the nail on the head.
The poll that I procured for you.
What's wrong with you?
The poll that I procured for you, sir, is who is the worst starting QB? Sam Darnold, Andy Dalton, Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater. What percentage chose Sam Darnold as the worst starting QB?
I saw this poll, but I only remember who won. I don't remember all the percentages.
The worst starting QB is not Sam Darnold out of these options. It's not even. I would say the Sam Darnold is probably the best, but I don't like any of these options that much. But I don't know. Teddy Bridgewater, man, who knows? I am going to say that the worst starting QB. I'll say that 13% of people said Sam Darnold.
13%. All right, Simon. The actual percentage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, sorry. I didn't give
No,
you the
you're good.
opportunity to lock it in, sir.
No, let's leave it at 13. I feel locked
Lock
in.
it in.
I feel locked in.
Okay. All right, Simon. Did the actual percentage choose over or under?
This hurts even worse because I know I literally saw this poll on my feed and now I cannot remember.
Josh, what was your guess again?
13.
13.
I think I agree with you. Sam Darnold's not the worst. I can't imagine looking at this poll and voting for him. Know what I mean? Like I can't imagine seeing these 4 options and clicking Sam Darnold's name. I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna say lower than 13%. Like just because I truly can't imagine clicking on his name when you see these 4 options. Oh,
All right.
doesn't feel right though. That doesn't leave a lot of wiggle room down there.
All right, lower. All right, Nate, is the actual percentage that the public chose over or under 13%?
I think Drew Lock's the worst quarterback on this list. Like, I feel like he had to have won the poll. He was awful this year. Darnold didn't look great either, but I think we all understand that was the Adam Gase effect. And I think a lot of people understand that no quarterback's ever going to be successful in an Adam Gase head coach team ever, because Adam Gase is the worst.
I agree.
I mean, thank you, Peyton Manning, for making him look sort of decent.
That's what he made his whole career on, Peyton Manning, right?
He owes that man a lot of money.
Where's my Peyton Manning? Why do I have to do all the hard work? Why don't I have a Peyton Manning?
Joe, you've got this all confused. You are my Peyton Manning.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. There we go. You guys are nice to each other.
So I think I'm going under. I'm going under on this because, like, I can't imagine that many people would have picked Darnold. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, I'm going under.
All right.
Under.
Man, I'm a little nervous, but I think it's the right call. We'll see though.
All right. Well, this poll had 3,457 votes.
Whoo-wee, look at that sampling size.
It's big. It's a big one. All right. The actual percentage that chose Sam Darnold as the worst starting QB. 16%.
No!
You nailed that line, Josh. Nailed the line.
Man,
let's go. I actually, I was kind of stumbling around after I said 13%. I was gonna lower it even more, and then I was like, whatever. I'm locked in. So I'm glad I didn't.
Club says 0% because Drew Lock is so bad. Anthony said 14% A. He nailed it as well. Z2 said 21. Mike said 9. Sully said 17. Woo! Jay said 7. And Gary Zam coming in with the last guess, getting it exactly right.
Well done, Gary. Well done.
Good job, Gary.
Said, hell yeah. Gary.
Drew Lock did win this poll with 41%.
And Andy Dalton was second,
you got that right, Nate. Andy
should
Dalton.
Should have been 100.
Yeah, I just can't imagine looking at this list and being like, yep, Sam Darnold's the worst one out of these four.
Sam Darnett.
Sam Darnett. Come on, man.
He gets a lot of undue hate.
Yeah, I won't give him any of that hate until I see him next season. I want to see one season if he's the starter. We don't even know if he's going to be the starter.
I would be shocked if he wasn't. But I guess we'll see.
Yep. Okay. What's the score update?
So Simon and Nate got 0 on that one. Jeff, you nailed it.
Taking the lead. Let's go.
9-7. Nate's still down there at 2. Not over till it's over.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
This is how JL starts out every game of
every
full
single
perception,
game.
And then he ends up being
close, but still losing.
No, that's not necessarily true.
Hey, I'm going to nail this one. 10 points coming right here.
Yeah,
you saying that to yourself or
loser?
34%.
Are you locking it in?
No, but I'm just saying it now.
Just in case it feels good.
That's going to look really sketchy if I stay with 34%, and that's the actual answer.
Well, that finishes round 1. So we got 3 more before we get to the final round. So, Simon, are you ready for your second poll?
I was born ready for this poll.
Born ready. All right.
No, he wasn't.
No, I wasn't. I was a mess as a child. I really would not have liked it if you asked me a question like this on the spot before the age of like 8.
What's a 101? Who's Drew Lock?
Yeah, I would have panicked and locked the doors. I was a chronic door locker. If I didn't like things, I went and I just ran around and checked all the doors. It was a little quirk of 4-year-old me. Now you're getting a peek behind the hood. What makes Simon? I won't give it too many more peeks behind my hood.
Stop saying your hood. I don't like it.
That's on our premium channel only. Sorry, guys.
All right, Simon.
What's my poll?
Superflex Dynasty League. Got that?
I got it.
Would you rather have the 103 or the 110 plus the 111? I know the answer, but I'm.
Let me get out of the chat, but before I do, Sully said Simon with his defining moment at the age of 9.
Locked his parents out of the house.
That was not my defining moment. I don't know what my defining moment would be.
God, so many.
Let me get back to you on that.
Possum?
The possum's our defining moment. Like our friendship stuff.
The muddy pants at work.
Oh God, yeah. You know what? That is 100% my defining moment. I
don't even want to know.
I
hope they were actually muddy.
I had a day at my old job where I just hit a wall and I was like, I can't do this anymore. If I don't walk out right now, I'm going to quit. Like on the spot, I'm gonna quit my job. So I walked out of the office. We had like soccer fields and there was woods behind them, and I walked into the woods.
You called me first, and you were freaking out.
I was like, I can't do this, Jail. I can't keep doing this. And I walked into the woods and I just started walking around, and I got lost back there. And I couldn't find my way back to the soccer field. So I finally just pulled out Google Maps, and I'm in the freaking woods, and I like just find the way, like the way the crow flies back. Like it's not on a trail anymore.
Right.
So I just start heading back. And it had rained the night before, and I just start walking, and it slowly gets muddier and muddier and muddier. And by the time I get back to the soccer field, I'm wearing like white khakis. I am covered in mud, like up to my kneecaps, covered in mud, like completely covered. It's all over my hands. It's on my face too, because I was like digging through trees and stuff.
Your coworkers are just like, I don't know where he went.
I show up like clearly a mess, covered in mud from head to toe, like soaked through on my pants. Like there's nothing I can do. So I ended up like. We had showers at work, so I went and fully showered, but I didn't have a towel, so I just had to like shake off and air dry in the bathroom. And then finally like threw my muddy clothes on, waited till lunch when I knew most people wouldn't be at their desks, walked back to my desk, tucked myself tightly underneath, and I was the last one at the office that day as I just waited for everyone to leave so I could leave with my muddy pants without anyone noticing.
I love that story.
That is a great story. I'm glad I know.
That might be that might be my defining moment. And now I have stalled long enough. I should probably guess. Man, this one is actually really tough for me. The last one, the one that the other trade poll, that 5 and I think it was the 5 and the 3 and the 5, right?
Yeah, for the 101.
For the 1. That 3 and 5 still have like supreme value. There's like, especially in a super flex league, you're gonna get your top choice of like receiver, tight end, running back at that spot. Could even still land one of the quarterbacks. So this 103 is likely Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Najee Harris, Jamar Chase, depending on your preference. You're going to take one of those two quarterbacks or the top player at either running back or wide receiver, depending on how you like to draft. At 10 and 11, there's still going to be good talent on the board. You're going to get, I don't know who's going to be there at 10 and 11. Rondale Moore, maybe. I haven't done too many super flex dynasty rookie mocks, so I'm struggling here to think who's going to be sitting there at the end of the first round.
Yeah, Rondale Moore is a great example of someone that will be sitting there, I believe.
Yeah.
When are we going to do our rookie mock?
Hey, I'm more and more ready every day.
Next week? You want to do it on Monday?
I think Matt McCoy's coming on, so maybe we'll ask him.
We'll ask him if he's down for it. If not, we'll
he loves mocks. He loves mocks.
We're going to do a mock with him regardless. I think we're trying to, if we, I don't know if we want to do rookies or not.
That's rookie mock is not going to take as long.
Yeah, we have to do maybe a couple, or
we could do super flex and non-super flex. We could do one of each. Okay.
Regardless.
You know what?
We'll figure it out.
Quit stalling.
I'm going to say, I think this is going to be close to, man, I don't know. I think this is going to be I'm going to say close to 50%. I think some people are going to prefer this depth. There's still going to be talent, especially in a super flex league. I'm going to say slightly, I'll say 51%, lock it in.
51%. All right, Nate. The actual percentage of the public shows, was it over or under 51%?
I'm going under.
Under. All right, Josh. Over or under, my friend?
I'm going to take the over.
All right.
I think 50% is a fine guess. I could see this going both ways, but I'm going to take the over.
Yeah, it's closer. I wish I had more. I wish I had done more rookie mocks, so I was more aware of like what kind of players I was looking at the 10 and 11. That would have really helped this, but I haven't done too many rookie mocks yet.
All right, we got some good guesses in here. Mike T says massive drop off. Well, that's not a guess. That's just, I guess, a point. Toby said 73%. Sully 68%. Wow,
looks good for my guess.
Two decimal precision there. Jay says 69% noise. Anthony also followed up with a noise.
Nice.
And Mike T said 61 side A.
Cool.
All right. The actual percentage that the public chose. Kind of forgot the poll for a second. Here we go. The actual percentage of the public that chose the 103 over the 110 and the 111 in a Superflex Dynasty League. 79%.
Boo! Damn, that's a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. I almost went with 49. I was hovering around that 50, but I almost went on the low side. I guess people just are enthralled by these high draft picks. I thought after 102, it might fall off a lot. Know what I mean? I thought 101, 102, and then we get a steep drop off for how people value that 103. But looks like not so much.
I feel like the Superflex, it makes it a little more interesting. I feel like
that's true.
Yeah, if this wasn't Superflex, then
if this wasn't Superflex, well,
I'm sorry, no.
Yeah. If it wasn't Superflex,
other way around, I would have expected it to be closer.
Yes,
because it's Superflex.
I actually would have too.
Yep.
The 103 though, I think is probably very, very similar value to the 102 in my mind, at least. It depends what you need. If you do need a quarterback, then you're going to prefer the 102. If you need a running back, you're going to prefer the 102. But I think just people want that elite asset, maybe a little bit more. What they perceive to be an elite asset, even though the 110 and 111 definitely could be that.
Right. I was trying to think who went 110, 111. I guess I wasn't in Superflex Dynasty Leagues last year, but
you were getting some good people at the 110. You were getting Justin Herbert, maybe. Nah, probably not. He was going before that. He was going before that.
Not in Superflex.
Yeah, not in Superflex. But it's possible. It's possible. I bet there were some leagues where he was going 110 because a lot of people didn't love just didn't love Justin Herbert.
Yeah, his skin.
Yeah.
Jay saying the 103 in Superflex is super valuable. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of hype recently for Wilson. So that could be increasing the value on Twitter as well. People are absolutely hyped for Wilson. I've seen a contingency getting super excited about Lance recently. So there's some people talking about some serious hype with that third quarterback, whoever it is, behind the consensus 1 and 2 in Lawrence and Fields.
All right.
Okay,
guys. Jeff is pulling ahead.
Well, Jeff stinks, so it doesn't matter.
It's still anyone's game.
It is. Nobody's down by more than 10.
I don't feel like it's mine, but we'll see.
Watch, you nail this one on the head.
Listen, we've seen crazier things happen here.
Guys, before we see if Nate can mount his comeback, I just want to remind everyone watching, if you are not subscribed to us on YouTube, we would really appreciate it. That is at Front Yard Fantasy. We go live every day at 3 p.m. Eastern, playing different games, doing mock drafts every weekday. Sorry, Saturdays and Sundays, you'll just have to miss us. But subscribing to us on YouTube helps us out so much. We would really appreciate it. And while I'm doing this, guys, make sure you're following Nate as well. His Twitter handle, Jail, if you can, let's see if we can take the comment down. We can put that down there so I'm not just saying it out loud.
You just did it again. Oh, wait, no, that's me.
That is you. It is Janae Jack FF. That is his Twitter handle. You can follow him there. And also go follow In Between Media on Twitter as well. That is IBT_media. Make sure you're catching all the awesome stuff that Nate's putting out and that he's helping produce over there for them.
Appreciate that, man.
Of course. And now it's your turn.
Are you ready? Right. I got a good one for you, Nate.
All right.
Oh, God.
Let's see it.
All right. So in your favorite Dynasty Superflex League. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I think I added a couple words in here. Ignore the Dynasty Super. No, maybe those are the right words.
No,
come on.
It sounds right.
Sorry. Okay. In your Dynasty, your favorite Dynasty Superflex League, which would you choose? Side A, the 2020 first place championship, or side B, the 2020 last place, aka Trevor Lawrence? What percentage of the public chose the first place championship?
So we're assuming last place gets the first draft pick. Like, we're assuming that's how this league works.
I mean, really, if you finish last place in your league in 2020 to get Trevor Lawrence, you have other problems on that roster that Trevor Lawrence cannot just fix on his own. Like,
are you sure? He could really elevate the whole team with his locker room presence
and his hair.
Oh, his hair. His hair. Okay, now that we're thinking about the hair,
it's terrible.
I wish I had that much hair.
Oh, me too.
It would be really nice. There's a reason that I wear hats. Like nobody sees me without it. My kid gets frustrated when I don't wear hats, my son, and he'll like go get a hat and bring it to me and say, "Daddy, put your hat on." He doesn't like me without a hat.
That's awesome.
Hilarious.
Kids are hilarious.
Cover it up.
So I am going to say 6. No, because people don't think the way I always think. We'll go 54%.
Locked in 54%.
Locked in 54%.
All right, Jeff. The actual percentage.
100% of people should say first place championship. That's why we're playing these leagues. So
I agree.
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, it just. What are we doing this for? Right?
So I agree. I would trade literally any player on my roster to guarantee a championship. I don't care who it is. If it's short-sighted long-term, if it gets me a championship this year, I'm doing it. So this is over for me. But I could see people. This is the season where people get so hyped about these rookies, and people are all about these rebuilds. They're like, yes, and I can rebuild, and they're like super excited about that. But I'm going to say over still.
I mean, the first number that came to my head was somewhere in the 80s, but then it was but again, like you said, people get really excited about their drafts this time of year, myself included, just not that excited.
Not quite that excited.
I
like chips, baby.
Jay said 93% should be 100. Toby said 93%. Anthony with 85%. Sully with 92%. And Mike
I might have gone way low. I might be breaking a record here, guys.
Woo! No. I don't think so. Maybe we'll see.
This is interesting. Mike says you could easily
we've had some low scores
for Lawrence by just not setting lineups, but it's hard to win your league. That's what you play for. That's true, unless you play potential points, in which case
potential points.
Potential points.
We do play potential points in our league that we're in, guys, and that's been a game changer.
I got the 101 by like 1 point difference. I was so scared.
So Jail's answer to this question is B.
My answer is B. Yep. All right. So the actual percentage that chose the 2020 first place championship over last place, aka Trevor Lawrence, in their favorite Dynasty Superflex league is 90%.
90%.
90%.
Man, I should have listened to myself.
Listen to your gut, Nate.
Listen to my
Nate.
gut.
No. Listen, Nate. It's tough. This game is tough. You should go back and look at when we first started playing this game. And we were going with our. I feel like our gut too much, and then we just had to. You have to realize we have this conversation all the time. Half of these people on Twitter, they are
bots,
uneducated. No, I'm joking. That's a bad word too. I was gonna say dumb, but
me included.
Yeah. No, I'm joking around, but I think that's just like it comes down to.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
I'm not figuring out the polls, right?
I'm not actually being hard on myself. I'm actually having a good time. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my favorite was when we first started doing, like, we did a weekly podcast and we just played this game. And Josh would talk for like 4 minutes about how he would vote on the poll. And then he'd go, but the public's going to think different. And then he would just make a completely different answer.
Yeah. Actually, though, I would spend so much time just talking about the players. And then I'd be like, well, obviously we got, but.
Or the amount of times when we started that Mike Evans was the bane of my existence. I learned through poll perception that I value Mike Evans much higher than the vast majority of the Dynasty community.
Until you don't.
Until I don't. And then they got me like 4 polls in a row where I was on the wrong side of the Mike Evans, and I finally switched it up and was like, fine, the public hates Mike Evans. And then all
the
of a sudden,
public loved Mike Evans.
Public loves him. They love him now. Ish.
Yeah. It has turned.
Ish. I think ish is a very, very good way to put that.
And it shouldn't be ish.
I think it's a very mixed bag.
Mike Evans is an elite wide receiver, and that's a hill I will die on. I love Mike Evans.
He is elite.
I feel like it's not even a hill. It's just a fact.
Dude, people are so ready to dismiss him. Like the second Chris Godwin started showing potential, they're like, Mike Evans out, Chris Godwin in. Like they were ready to go. Like you had to pick between the two for who was a top tier receiver on that team. It was just mind-boggling to me the year after Chris Godwin's breakout, how low Mike Evans was being drafted and valued.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was bananas.
Absolutely.
I don't think it was because of Chris Godwin, though. Absolutely, because not absolutely because of him. I think it was more because losing Jameis Winston, who was the gunslinger, wanted to throw it everywhere on the field, just throw it deep all the time. And you just didn't know what it was going to look like without him as much. And with Tom Brady, who's that short dink and dunk guy, you just didn't think that a lot of those Mike Evans thing, deep throws were going to happen, but they did. And I'm happy to have Mike Evans now.
Well, and then he had that one game where he had 2 catches for 2 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Beautiful.
It was like maximum efficiency and like out of the gate, if you're playing in a 6-point touchdown league, like 14 points right there.
So funny.
Yeah. 2 catches.
Because Josh is for everyone. I think he's saying that because I accidentally drafted Kenyon Drake yesterday in our mock draft.
You went on auto draft.
I ran out of time. I love that pick.
Oh man, now that we're reminiscing, I'm just thinking about Kenyon Drake. Josh used to always say Kenyon Drake too. I'm just airing all your dirty laundry.
That's still man. What do you mean?
Kenyon Drake.
What are you talking about?
All right. Well,
Josh?
Nate, you're not out of it.
Not yet.
You still can come back. We got Josh's poll, and then we got the final round. So you ready, Jeff?
Yeehaw.
I'm ready.
All right. All right. Which QB would you rather have in Dynasty? Side A, Trevor Lawrence. Side B, Justin Herbert.
Sorry, everything froze there for a second. I think I'm back and good to go now. Which QB would you rather have in Dynasty, Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert? Oh, wow. Okay.
No, it's sides A and B, not O. And you have to get side A.
O and A.
1,527 votes.
Which quarterback would you rather have in Dynasty? I would rather have Justin Herbert. Even though I could see a lot of people going just Trevor Lawrence's way. I think they're very even in dynasty value at this point. I'll say that 45% of people chose Trevor Lawrence here.
Locked
45.
in?
Yes.
45. All right, 45%. Simeone. The actual percentage that the public chose, was it over or under 45%?
Under.
Going under.
Under.
Okay.
I think people are going to give Herbert a little bit of respect here without having seen Lawrence play it down in the NFL.
All right.
I mean, I agree with you.
So Nate, are you going to go under as well? Or are you going to forge your own path, as Simon says?
45%.
Blaze a new trail.
I'm going to go over. I think it's going to be slight, but I'm going to go over.
Over. All right.
Anthony, I want to clear one thing up.
Definitely under.
In this situation, I did not pee my pants.
I love how you just added that.
I would run around and lock the doors, but I did not pee my pants related to said incident. I was not potty trained till 4
I don't know.
Just so everyone's aware, full transparency, I peed my pants till I was 4.5 years old.
And you pooped your pants as recent as 3 months ago.
As well, even sooner, it just happens, man. With my diet and my stomach, you just got to be careful. It's a good thing I work from home.
Sometimes you sneeze and it just happens, man.
I know. It's shocking. Me and Lamar, we're cutting the off.
Trust too many farts.
Yeah, we got to start a support group. Me and Lamar.
Oh man.
Mike T says he'd prefer the Herbert side, 41%. Jay saying 44%. Sully saying 49. Z2 saying 30.
This is great. I love what I'm saying.
And Anthony saying 43.
Mike T said 41. Did you already say that one?
Yep.
Oh. All right.
Sully says the shit I learn here daily is mind-boggling.
That's what we're here for. You could go anywhere and get a little bit of fantasy information, but if you want the whole package,
you get
life. Right.
If you want to know how the person delivering your fantasy content poops their pants, there's really only one place you can go for that.
All right. So the actual percentage that chose Trevor Lawrence over Justin Herbert as a QB they'd rather have in Dynasty. 34%.
No, that's
Little
dumb.
off, Josh. You still get points.
Oh,
I
But-
don't.
Yeah, you do.
Nate's unfortunately
I
0
thought it
points.
was the
Simon,
other way.
you too.
Yep. I just choose a nice round number. I don't want to screw that up for myself.
No, yeah. Why would you?
It looks really great next to my name.
Yeah,
Nate
you know,
too.
actually, it
Just
might be
sequel.
closer to my name than your name, if we're being honest. Like, if you really look at it
Well,
there,
yeah.
like that
No,
line.
that's three.
you know?
That's 3 characters away, and he's only 2 characters away from his.
This is why people tune in.
Oh,
This is why people are tuned in right now.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
What's the score update going into the final round?
So 11 away is what? 3 points? 1 point?
That's 1 point because he's more than 10, but less than 15 away.
Yes.
All right. So Simon.
Should be-
That's all I had to say. Jeff, you're still in the lead. You got 14. Simon, you got 11. Nate, you got 2. Nate, you can
Or
still come
20
in second
or-
place.
It kind of looks like a 21. Are we sure?
It could be a 21.
Could be a 21.
Actually,
It's
If
not.
you're an
I think
angsty
Nate's about
middle
to set the
schooler,
record.
that could be a 21. Or like a little kid on Xbox, definitely could be a 21.
Good.
All right. You guys ready for the final round?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right. So as a reminder, this round's going to be a little different. All 3 of the contestants are going to write down their guess,
Oh, right, I
a percentage
forgot
guess,
for a second.
and whoever is closest is going to get 5 points. If one of them nails it exactly right, they're going to get 10 points.
Give us
All
the
right.
ball.
Do it.
I'm gonna.
Give it to us.
The
Jail.
ball
We
is-
want it.
Are you
We
ready
want
for
it.
the poll?
I
Here
got my
comes the
tiny
poll. Are
piece
you
of
ready?
paper again.
I'm ready.
Which running back would you rather have in Dynasty, Saquon Barkley or Dalvin Cook?
Oh my!
If you were
I
tuned
feel
in,
like we
if you were
just
tuned
talked
in
about this
yesterday, we had this
yeah.
conversation, which is why I made it the final poll.
Oh no, I'm scared because I picked a direction I would go. Oh wait, that was a redraft though.
What?
A little bit different.
1,036 votes.
Who would you rather? So we're picking Saquon Barkley's percentage of people that voted for
Yes.
him.
What percentage of the public would prefer Saquon Barkley over Dalvin Cook in Dynasty?
I don't know.
Well, you better figure it out quick.
would be
I'm
troubling if you
figuring
did.
it out. All right.
Come on.
Okay. Look, I got it.
So if Simon gets this right, he will pull ahead of Jeff. Nate, if you get it exactly right, then you will come in second place and make Simon be the last place loser, poo-poo head.
That would be great.
I like
actually.
the sound of that.
Could you get it, Nate? I would much rather you get it exactly right than me get it anywhere close.
It's the same result, right?
Yes. Yeah.
For
I
you.
still win.
Yeah.
And Simon becomes what was it? Some poopy head?
It was a baby head.
Yeah. Same thing.
I got mine ready.
I got mine.
I got mine.
What up, Sean? He said he missed
What's up,
being here
Sean?
with streams. Keep rushing. I
I
hope
miss
you're
you
enjoying
too,
the new
man.
job, my friend. We missed you.
Yeah.
We miss you, man. We'll have to get some bottom golf going maybe sometime in Maryland
That'd be
when
hot.
the pandemic's over.
That'd be
We'll have
hot.
a front yard fantasy bottom golf tournament, and we'll make sure
Ooh,
make
we'll
sure
go
you're
with
there.
Scott.
That'd be so
get
good.
Scott too. All right. You guys
Who's
have your
revealing? Yeah, who's revealing first?
guesses? So Nate, you can reveal first since you're in last place.
Can you even see that?
No.
Let's see. Give it a
There
second.
There
to
it is.
focus.
There
Now
you
we
go.
do. 60.
That was dramatic. That reveal.
Yeah,
It
it
was unintentionally. Thanks, new ring light.
All right, Simon.
Oh no.
69%.
Oh no.
Those are their tongues.
Jeff.
That's hot. I'm pretty close to. I'm a little bit closer to Simon's, but above his.
Ooh,
But we're all in the same range right there.
Yeah, we are.
Well, we got
Come
some
on.
good guesses in the chat. 55%,
Doesn't look good for me so far.
53%. Baquan, 55%. Again, Anthony just wanted to double down on that. Sully said 60%. Toby said 61%. And look who it is, in between media, 50%. How are you?
Right in
is this
between.
you? Is this you, Nate?
It is
This you,
not
dog?
me. Not me, dog.
Nate
All
upping his
right.
chances by guessing in the chat.
Yes, right.
That way after you can be like, see, no, I got it.
See,
Yeah.
see.
That was me.
I nailed it exactly right today.
Uh,
All right. Well, the actual percent that prefers Saquon Barkley over Dalvin Cook in Dynasty.
Wait.
Simon,
Did I get it?
you were completely off. You nailed it. 69%. You got it.
No way. Oh man!
That's
nice.
in the NCAA tournament finals, right there is what that is. I just hit a
Nailed it.
shot.
Wow.
69.2%.
I'm out of here.
Oh,
Well, wait a second. You said 0.2.
We round here. We round here. We use math.
if we're being honest, my initial number was 67, and then I was like, wait, I want to draw this picture. And so I changed it to 69% just so I could draw them with their tongues out.
Oh man.
Oh man,
I'm
I
outta
forgot
here.
the
I'm outta
thrill
here.
of just beating Josh.
That was amazing. There's 2 ways you could have won, Josh, and neither of them came true.
Nate, come on, man. What's going on? Like, I thought you were supposed to get that one. I guessed
I wanted
bad,
to.
so I guessed away from it so you could get it. And
Well, then you ended up closer than me, so there you go.
G2 said Simon just went from an immature
This
guest
is
to
the
looking
real.
like the smartest guy.
Yes.
It doesn't happen often, but I have pulled off the undoable with that guess.
Oh,
Josh is
man.
gonna go load up Dark Side of the Moon, scream, cry into his pillow.
that's what I do when I lose this game. I mean, like, what else are you supposed to do, right?
You ever mix up the album,
Man.
or is it exclusively Dark Side of the Moon?
Just Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, that's your cry out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You don't throw any like Adele
They
in there.
sold out
and-
with the
No.
wall, man.
No.
Oh, what are you talking about? The wall was great.
Hell to Jeff. It's his opinion.
Well,
every Pink Floyd take from
This show's
any of our
dumb.
mouths is Jeff's opinion.
got
Nate,
it.
thanks for coming on. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
get back on to play again and compete with
Please.
us. We really appreciate it. Guys,
Yeah,
if
for
you
sure.
do not already follow Nate, I know I've said it before, but please go follow him on Twitter. You can see his Twitter handle right there. It is at JanateJackFF. How would you say that out loud? I always like to ask people.
Janae-
Janate, a jack, a papa.
just like that. That's perfect.
Yes. Okay.
I say it Janate. It's if you guys know my wife,
Jen
Jen.
and Nate.
Yes.
We used to play. You guys ever played Washers? Like the
Like
so
the racing game?
yeah. So it's like we build
Little
these.
thing on the
It's a
thing.
box with a PVC like tube in the center.
Yep.
And you toss the ring washers, and you get 1 point if you land it in the box, and you get 3 points if you land it in the center. It's kind of like horseshoe, like back
Wait.
and forth.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
that
come
sounds
onto
cool.
our show and tell us how to play games?
Well,
Are
hey,
you
you
right
said,
now, Nate?
you said you've never played it, so I'm
Yes,
just
Why are
like,
you
oh, no,
holding
this
out
could
on
be
us, Nate?
This could be a new one.
That's what I'm
Um,
saying. Yeah,
we got,
should
like,
have already known about this.
We got really super into it and built. We built our own washers boxes, and we used to play against her brother and his girlfriend, and we were Team Janate.
Cool.
Combination of Jen and Nate, and then Jack
Yeah.
is our son. So there you go.
I was really hoping that you were just gonna end the story like how you guys really love this game and it had nothing to do with your name.
Oh no,
that would have been really funny.
That would have been
and,
so
actually
funny.
would have been really funny, and I'll remember to do that next time.
and Washers is a great game.
It is a great
so thank you guys for Nate, but seriously, thank you so much for coming on. This was a blast. And thank you for letting me win. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
I needed that ego boost. I don't know if Jay or someone reached out to you ahead of time and said
I've
like
been very mean to Simon.
and said like, hey, Simon needs a win. Could you give him this one? But it means a lot to me that you would do that for me.
Hey, I just wanted to be asked back next time it's on.
Oh, that's a
That's
good
how it works.
strategy.
We don't invite
People
anyone
that
back.
win.
Win. Yeah.
People that win, we're like, hell no,
Hell
man.
no, you're
Get
never
outta
coming back here. Get out of
Man.
here.
Yeah, we haven't seen Alex in a while. R/Peakton High School from
Hope he's
Reddit.
still alive.
He hasn't
Where's
been on
Rick?
here.
Where's Rick, huh? He hasn't been coming in here.
Z2 says villain JL is
No,
back.
he said Villian.
Villian.
Ollie is the one that
Villian.
won, didn't he? Rick didn't win.
No, yeah, Sully came in and won, I believe. As well.
Ollie won. Rick didn't win. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
but he won with
No,
a lower
Sully
score
got
than me.
fired.
Did he
Well,
not win either?
He didn't win either. He almost won.
Damn.
Oh, we're too good. We're too
Then
good
he got
here.
fired.
Get out of here, people. See, Nate, you're in good company. It's all good.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like I said, next time.
Yeah.
We'll bring you on
Let's
for
make it
another
happen.
game next time, and I won't play next time. Give you a fighting chance.
He hasn't played for how many weeks, and then he comes back.
Oh, and
once he wins.
I'm going back into retirement after this one.
Oh my
I'm going on. This is the game I'm ending on. Guys, Thank you again for everyone who watched. If you enjoy this, I'm going to say it one more time. You can find us on YouTube at Front Yard Fantasy. Subscribing over there means a ton to us, and you can hit that little bell, and it'll let you know every day before we go live at 3 p.m. Eastern. You'll get that notification that it's time to hop in and play some games with us. If you are not a member of our Discord channel, JL, you got the link. Can you throw it in the chat? You can join. Would you please, JL? It would mean a lot to me. You can join our Discord. We talk fantasy over there. You get first access to our Monday mock drafts as well. So if you want to make sure you get a spot in those, or you just have some questions for us outside of the stream, hop on our Discord and do that. And Jay coming in saying hit that thumbs up too. And Sully letting us know that he lost. Sully lost. Okay, guys. Nate, before we go, do you have any final words, any shout outs, any insults you want to throw before we jump off stream?
No, guys, thank you for having me on, man. It was awesome. Shout out to my wife, Jen, who I know is watching and is awesome. And I love her very much. And she is my colleague with In Between. If it wasn't for her, none of what we're doing would be possible. She's been a huge part of it. So shout out to her. And she makes it possible for me to jump on these shows. She's so supportive and it's awesome. So
we have to get her on sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
You two are some of my favorite in the community.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
And Jay coming in with the agreement. Jen is awesome for sure. Yeah, we'll have to have Jen on, see if she can outdo your performance
she can.
On the game show.
I read this as trading makes fantasy Jay.
Trading makes fantasy Jay. Josh, you want to correct that statement for JL? I know
the correct statement is trading makes fantasy fun, JL. Come on. Figure it out.
And fantasy makes trading fun.
We saw some draft pick trades in this game today. You got some idea of where those draft picks are valued? Make some trades. Get in there.
Before we jump off, I got a new one. Winning makes streaming fun. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern playing more games. Thank you again so much, Nate and Josh and John Luke. And I'm glad you were here. But we'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Adios, everybody.
Bye.
Love you guys.